Alright, RednekTv viewers, once again welcome to another how-to section of RednekTV. Today we got a 79 F-150, or what started out as a 79 F-150. As you can tell, we've got a little bit of modification going on. What we're going to do today is we're doing a rear disc brake conversion, and Mr. Michael Rose is going to walk through step by step on everything that you need to do. Take the drums off the back, put the discs on, then you'll be good to go.
Alright, we took a 79, or it's a 75 Dana 70, put it under a 79 Ford pickup, and it's got drum brakes, and everybody knows when drum brakes get wet, they don't stop. So what we're doing today is putting rear disc, homegrown rear disc on a drum brake rear disc. You have to take, first you take your hub off and knock your studs out. Put this in the scrap metal pile. This is your rotor. We're using it off of a 79 Ford F-250. Got them in advance. $25, $26, 79 F-250. This Dana 70, these little ridges are they're bigger diameter than this. So what we had to do is grind this out some to fit over this, like that. And then you take your same studs and put them back in, and you drive them through. Of course, we only did 2, but you got to do all 8. But you get the front calipers off like an 85 Chevrolet 2-wheel drive, and you get your brackets. We got our brackets at a local dirt track supply store, so I don't know where you might be at, but you can get some there for the big GM calipers, weld-on brackets for disc brakes. And we put these on, and then we get our calipers set where we need them, and then we'll weld the bracket up. Alright, we got our drum and hub back on, got all of our studs in it. This is our weld up brake caliper. It's a 1/4 inch thick. It's for big GM calipers if you go buy any. Weld on brackets for big GM calipers. Sometimes you may have to do a little grinding here and there. We had to grind these out a little bit here. Sometimes you may have to grind right here, but this one's not. And this is off like an 85 Chevrolet 2-wheel drive pickup. It had a little piece sticking up right here. We had to grind off. It's not no big deal. If something's in the way, grind it out of the way. Alright, I got my bracket on. When I put my bolts in, I always like to pull my bracket up close right here. And that way when the thing wears, it'll slide down this. The caliper comes this way and you got plenty of room. I put my caliper on and I tighten it up with air. Except this not working. And once you get it tight, you can hook your brake lines up and pump the brakes and get it tight. And I try to put my pads even with the edge of the rotor. And then always keep your bleed cock up high, because if you get it lower, some people like to put them on top. Be sure you put it on the right side, because if you put it lower, you won't never get all the air out when you try to bleed it. And when you get that pump tight, you just go in there with a welder and weld your bracket to the housing, and you got rear disc brakes. When when you buy all these parts, you get the factory brake hose for this Chevrolet truck, and it's got a little metal tab made onto the hose. I always stick it somewhere right in here and tack weld it, and it holds it in place. And then you just have to get your metal brake lines and screw into it and run it over to your T that goes up to the frame. And if you don't have any cores to turn in this whole, it costs you about $200 for new everything.